Hi, I am Officer Sophia Lawrence, and you are Jessica Anderson, am I right?
Yes, you are right, I am Jessica Anderson.
Alright, great. Before we go ahead, I'm going to take your fingerprint and your picture. Now, please look at the camera and smile. Alright, great. Now put your left index finger on the scanner.
Preview.
And now put your right index finger on the scanner.
Preview.
Perfect. Now, before we start, I need to place you under oath. So, please stand up and raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Okay, have your seat please. Alright, let's start with the civics questions. Ready?
Yes, officer, I am ready.
Did you prepare for your civics questions?
Yes, I did prepared for the civics part. Even I revised it last night.
Okay, that's good. First question. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted?
July 4th, 1776.
That's correct. Second question. Name the two longest rivers in the United States.
The Mississippi River and the Missouri River.
Correct. Third question. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived?
Native Americans.
Fourth question. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitutions?
The Bill of Rights.
Fifth question. We elect a president for how many years?
4 years.
Sixth question. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for?
Benjamin Franklin was one of the most influential founding fathers of the United States. He was the oldest delegate to the Constitutional Convention and one of the signers of the U.S. Constitution.
Seventh question. How many amendments does the Constitution have?
27.
Very good. Eighth question. What is the economic system of the United States?
It's capitalism.
Good. Ninth question. What is the supreme law of the land?
Constitution is the supreme law of the land.
Good. 10th question. The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words?
The first 3 words of the Constitution are "We the people."
Very good. You have answered all the questions correctly. Okay, now let's move on to the reading and writing exam. Can you read this sentence for me, please?
What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for?
Okay. Please take this pen and write on the paper what I say. Benjamin Franklin was a founding father, inventor, scientist, politician, and a diplomat. Franklin helped to draft the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution, and he negotiated the 1783 Treaty of Paris, ending the Revolutionary War. Okay. You have passed the test. Okay, now let's proceed to the next section of reviewing your answers in your N400 application form. While reviewing, if I found anything has changed, then don't worry, I will update it right away. Okay, so, what is your first name?
My first name is Jessica.
And your last name?
My last name is Anderson.
Have you used any other name?
Yes, Jessica Andrade.
And that is your main name?
Yes, it is.
Would you like to change your name?
Yes, I would like to keep Jessica Anderson.
And your social security number is 34164733797.
Yes, it is.
And your date of birth is February 13th, 1981.
Yes.
And when you became a permanent resident?
October 15, 2013.
Okay, and what country were you born?
Argentina.
What is your country of citizenship or nationality at this moment?
Argentinian.
What is your daytime telephone number?
259-852-1630.
Thank you. And what is your current address right now?
It's West Road, 28 Garden Street, Landmark Apartment, Dallas, Texas, 12489.
Since when did you start living there?
Actually, I changed it 4 months ago. So, do I need to update?
Okay, no need to worry. I'm going to update it right now. Okay, let's move on the next question. Are either of your parents U.S. citizens?
No, they are not.
Are you currently employed?
Yes, I am employed.
Who is your employer?
I am employed in an advertising agency named Rapid Advertising Limited.
How long you've been employed there?
I have been there for 5 years now.
Can you tell your date of joining this job?
Yes, it's April 20th, 2016.
Now, since you filed the application, did you travel outside of the United States?
Yes, I went outside of United States 2 times.
Okay, and when was the last time that you left the United States, since you filed your application?
It was September 11th, 2019.
And when did you return to the United States from your last trip?
It was September 21st, 2019.
So that was total of how many days you were outside of United States?
10 days.
And what country did you travel to on your last trip?
Argentina.
Okay, let's move on to the next part. What is your current marital status?
I am married.
And what is your spouse's name?
Mike Anderson.
And if I am not wrong, he was born on January 23, 1977.
Yes.
And you are married on December 2, 2011.
Yes, officer.
Have you been married before?
No.
Where does your husband live?
Here in Dallas.
At your address?
Yes.
And what about his employment?
He is an accounts officer in a bank.
Is he a United States citizen?
Yes.
Do you have any children?
No.
Okay, now I am going to ask you a series of questions. These are yes or no questions. Are you ready?
Yes, officer.
Have you ever claimed to be a United States citizen, in writing, orally, or in any other way?
No.
Have you ever registered to vote in any federal, state, or local elections in the United States?
No.
Have you ever voted in federal, state, or local elections in the United States?
No.
Do you now have or you ever had a title of heredity or a title of nobility in any foreign country?
No.
Have you ever been declared incompetent or ever been confined to a mental institution?
No.
Do you own any overdue federal taxes?
No.
Have you ever not filed a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a permanent resident?
No.
Have you ever called yourself a non-U.S. resident in a federal, state, or local tax return since you became a permanent resident?
No.
Have you ever belonged or do you currently belong to any organizations, foundation, bodies, societies, clubs, parties, groups in United States or any other countries of the world?
No.
Have you ever been a member or in any way associated with the Communist Party?
No.
Have you ever been a member or in any way associated with the Totalitarian Party?
No.
Have you ever been a member or belonged to any terrorist organization?
No.
Have you ever advocated the overthrow of any government by force or violence?
No.
Have you ever persecuted any person with racial race, religion, national origin, membership in particular social group or political opinion?
No.
Have you ever been involved in any way with any of the following? Genocide.
No.
Do you know what genocide means?
It's the deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic group with the aim of destroying that nation or group.
Torture.
No.
Killing or trying to kill someone.
No.
Trying to hurt someone on personal purpose.
No.
Forcing or trying to force some to have any kind of sexual contact or relationship against the will.
No.
Not letting someone practice his or her religion.
No.
Have you been a member or served in the military?
No.
Paramilitary.
No.
A police unit.
No.
A self-defense unit.
No.
A vigilante unit.
No.
A rebel group.
No.
A guerrilla group.
No.
Militia.
No.
Insurgent organization.
No.
Were you ever a worker or a volunteer or served in any of the following? Prison camp.
No.
Detention facility.
No.
Labor camp.
No.
Any of the place where people are forced to stay.
No.
Were you ever part of any group or you ever helped any group, unit or organization that use weapon against any person?
No.
Have you ever sold or given weapons to another person?
No.
Have you ever received any military training?
No.
Have you ever recruit or enlist any person under 15 years of age to serve in any type of military group?
No.
Did you ever use a person of less than 15 years of age to help or support the people in combat?
No.
Have you ever been committed, assisted in committing, attempted to commit a crime or offense for which you are not arrested?
No.
Have you ever been arrested, cited, or detained by any law enforcement officer or U.S. immigration authorities?
I was cited once for passing a red light.
Okay, when was that?
It was on 10th of April 2013.
Okay, where did this happen?
Here in Dallas.
Okay, did you pay any fine?
Yes.
How much?
$300.
Have you ever been charged with committing, attempted to commit, assisting in committing a crime of offense?
No.
Have you ever been convicted in a crime of offense?
No.
Have you ever been placed in alternative sentencing or rehabilitative program?
No.
Have you ever received a suspended sentence or been placed in probation or parole?
No.
Do you know the difference between probation and parole?
Probation is a trial period that must be completed before a person receives greater benefits or freedom. The temporary or permanent release of a prisoner before the expiry of a sentence, on the promise of good behavior.
Have you ever been a habitual drunkard?
No.
Have you ever sold or smuggled illegal drugs or narcotics?
No.
Have you ever married someone to get a green card?
No.
Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time?
No.
Have you ever helped anyone enter the U.S. illegally?
No.
Have you ever gambled illegally?
No.
Have you ever failed to support your dependents or pay alimony?
No.
Have you ever lied to the U.S. government to get public benefits?
No.
Have you ever been deported?
No.
Have you ever served in the U.S. military?
No.
Do you support the Constitution and the form of government of the U.S.?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I do.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the U.S. government?
Yes, I am willing.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms in the U.S. Army?
Yes, I am willing.
Are you willing to perform non-combatant services for the U.S. Army?
Yes, I am willing.
Are you willing to help the government during a national emergency?
Yes, I am willing.
So, we have completed the interview process. Now please sign over here. So you passed all your tests and here is a copy of your test results.
Thank you so much, officer.
Do you have any questions?
Yes, do you know when I will be called for the oath ceremony?
If your application gets approved, you will be scheduled for the oath ceremony within a week or two.
Okay, great. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.